I started off being involved in the project in India.
I've been involved in this project since last year, June.
I've been dancing in the project since 2016.
This year would actually be my third year taking part of the Brouhaha Festival.
I've been fortunate to teach in UK, which I really loved, and fortunate to facilitate.
I've been involved in this project through my school, that is Dance Illusions.
I was involved in the project last year when we went to Liverpool and Scotland, and now we're doing Cape Town Carnival.
I started on the Destination Carnival project when we went to Goa in January 2016.
I got involved through my dance school, which is a dance illusion from Goa.
In the beginning of last year, we were given the opportunity by our company to then write about why we would want to join a project like this, and we have come on board as dancers, and my contribution was just to be part of the carnival, to dance and to give my input and my experiences with other people and share basically what my knowledge of what I do with other people.
For me personally, it's been a life-changing experience, having the opportunity to interact with so many people from different cultures, different places, also learning and expanding my dance vocab.
Reminds you that it's always really good to have an open mind about things and to accept people's ways, and also that you can continuously learn from the way that other people go about things, not only in terms of dance and art and the carnival, but also in terms of their life and challenges we face.
For me, I never understood the how big the project was up until we landed in Liverpool. And it was so amazing to see how you got all those people in one room. Like the experience was it was something more than I ever thought it would be.
Each person that we have sent over have all got different strengths. It's important to send a diverse group over to these type of things, because I think it just makes it more exciting than just having the same that type of thing happening.
Last year when we went to Liverpool, it was the first time I travelled outside my country. So first of all, that was amazing for me, especially since we were around so many different people from different countries, and being in a new place was completely overwhelming for me, but it was amazing. It opened my mind, it opened my heart, and I learned so many things.
They have broadened their horizons, and they actually want more than just being in Cape Town. They actually want to go out now and explore the world and see what's more out there for them.
The impact that this project has had for me on a personal level is that it has opened broadened my thinking. I clearly don't think in South Africa. I think about how I would be in the rest of the world.
Most of the dances that we choose won't necessarily have the opportunity to leave South Africa. South Africa is a bit of a it's either you have the money to go across to a different country or you don't. And it's I think what's happened is with the international mobility projects that we've done, the groups have actually, once they got back, a lot of the dancers have moved on to actually bigger things. When we went over, especially to the UK, I never really grasped the collaboration thing so much until I saw how they actually work together and how these guys from that we took over, their minds went so much bigger than and I think their confidence boosted them, like they had a big boost in their confidence because of the fact that they realized they're actually good.
This assisted me to work with many people at the same time and sort of manage that process and manage it really meticulously and really, really professionally, and to get the job done much faster than I would have done a few years ago.
International exchanges, mobility, and it offers that
give you a chance to kind of learn other people's walks of life or their idea of how they see the world. It bridges that gap of understanding between a lot of people, and especially through the arts, because you don't need to have a mutual language to be able to communicate. So if you can use dance or poetry, music, whatever, to be able to say the same thing and say it from different places, I think that's really important, especially now when there's so much separation and problems in the world.
Meeting so many people, it's changed me personally. I look at the way I look at people differently. I look at the people that I work with differently, even my family differently. Just the way I view the world is completely different since I've started working with Brouhaha.
Brouhaha brings different people together, creates a family, and we talk through dance. We just talk through dance. We have Latin, we have b-boying, we have hip-hops, we have jazz, we have contemporary, and all this comes together. It's a wonderful thing what it brings together, and we can just speak through, communicate with each other just through dance.
When we dance, we communicate in one, you know? Everyone can understand a song. You might not know the words of the song or understand the words of the song, but we all communicate with the song in a form of dance.
We take different cultures and we try to put into a dance sequence, and it's like a happy, fun and happy moment.
People come from such different disciplines and backgrounds, both professionally and also in their lives, and that makes a really rich melting pot of ideas and skills and talents and ways of thinking about things.
We share quite a lot of our vocabulary in terms of dance amongst each other, so I think everybody's quite good at sharing their choreography and their experience.
You get to know the different people, their culture, their ways of living, their art, the dance, their style.
I got to learn African dance style, the b-boying, break dancing, so it's like really helpful for me. I'm like getting out of my shell and learning different styles.
It's been an amazing experience for me to work with different cultures, different religions, different backgrounds, and actually experience their language of how they move their bodies and how they actually interact with us, and what differences our countries have and how we link with one another, and how that in itself is something that is powerful and can change a lot of people's perceptions and ideas of what they've been thinking.
We've created our own culture with each other, since we all have our different things. So it's been really, you have your spicy, you have your calm, you have your drum, your beats and stuff. So I think it's really, we've just created something totally new.
We've gone through so much, and you end up understanding each other and loving each other so much more for it. Like when someone cries, the whole group feels it. When someone's happy, the whole group feels it. It's just so much good energy in this project. It's just amazing.
It's something that's bigger than just dancing. It's about exploring other people's lives and getting to know what they are about.
I've learned to, I guess, understand people, especially when you're coming together to create something, trying to understand how people work, like by building, creating stuff, and trying to understand where people come from in the sense of our outside worlds and what we've been through and what we've experienced in life.
I've learned so much about culture, different languages, just a different lifestyle. So it's been amazing, and I've noticed a massive change in my own movement ability since being a part of this project.
You can't live in a box. Being in one space is living in a box. That's my understanding. Like, in order to really experience things, you need to step outside of your comfort zone, whether that be outside of your country, whether that be outside of your physical ability, or even what you feel is right or wrong. You need to step out of your comfort zone in order to push and in order to learn to be pushed. If you're not going to learn to be pushed, you're just going to stay back and be comfortable with whatever's around you.
Sometimes we have a tendency to live our lives through one set of eyes, and it's usually because of the social context you've grown up in, culturally, the city you're in, the bubble you're in. Even within the UK, like, a city would make a difference in how you see each other, how you see life. And working across borders, across languages, across cultures, you find mutual ground and you also find the differences, and there's beauty in both of those things.
We get together, it's something really amazing thing happens over here. It's like, you don't look at the caste, you don't look at the color, you don't look at what you know, you don't look at what I know, you don't look at how many competitions you have won, but it's just like, just dance and just come together and create a new family, and that the bond is so strong that I feel, yes, that is what is more important in this carnival.
It's an opportunity to gain some context, gain some friends, lifetime friends. And one day when I have other ideas that I want to exploit, or not exploit, but like put out there, I can connect with those people.
As you can see, we are in the rehearsal hall getting ready to perform on Saturday. Yes, it will be like rock on.
Yeah, it's going well. We have it all ready. We have the whole piece sorted.
We just have to sort of work on the finer details as it's, and I'm having fun. Everyone else is having fun here.
Yeah, it's been good fun. It's pretty tiring, a lot of repetition, but it's getting there, and hopefully we'll be ready for Saturday.
Saturday should be really fun. Hope it's not too hot, but yeah, should be really fun. Really excited.
And I'm looking forward to every moment on that road, long as road.
The most important thing about Carnival is that it turns the world upside down, and that is really refreshing to do. And everyone takes to the street, comes outside, has a party, but also challenges things about our world that we might like to challenge.
So the image of Carnival for me was like, okay, just dance, just do something, and that went through. But what Brouhaha does is bring in all the different countries, people, different dance artists together and make a new dance all together and produce something beautiful.
Being involved in Carnival has been so clear that we as young artists and young performers, we come together, we collaborate, and we share each other's journeys and experiences through dance, and we get to experience that oneness even though we're not from the same place or from one destination.
I think Carnival's one of those days, one of those experiences where everyone comes together to party. It doesn't matter where you come from, your age, everyone's out to have a good time and to just celebrate just diversity and just being in a world where we can all just go into the streets and forget all rules and just, you know, have a good time.
Carnival is an excellent medium to get lots of people involved in lots of different ways, to make costumes, to dance, to be part of something which doesn't have a hierarchy. Actually is about everyone coming together.
For me, the carnival is like a celebration, and it gets the people together. It gives the opportunity for the different artists, the dancers and the performers to come together at that day and to just show their skills.
When I teach in school or when I go to my community, I can tell them about this carnival event, Destination Carnival event, where we go around the world meeting different people. I can talk to them what I have done, I can show them pictures, what I have done, and I think that's where I can tell them what we are doing over here. It's a wonderful thing.
It's been an amazing experience, and I don't think half of us would have been able to go to the places that we've gone and met the people that we've met without being in this platform. It's just an amazing experience.
It's something that I wouldn't give up, and something that money can't buy.
I think the change I've seen in a lot of the youngsters that have gone over has been a significant change.
These guys have been amazing together. Honestly, the energy has been very positive, very helpful, always eager to work, and always eager to share of each other's different skills and each other's knowledge, and it's been amazing. They've worked very well together.
To be in a group of diverse people from different parts of the world, it has been challenging many times and also eye-opening many times. It has allowed me to reflect, to think about how I would perceive the world and how other people would perceive the world. So I cannot just think for myself, so I have to listen to other people. I have to hear what they say, how they say it, what they want, what they need, what they want to experience at a certain point in time, and also how I share myself with them.
I just hope that people get the chance to experience what we have and actually go to different places and different countries and, speak to other people, learn what they do.
I found that the project really excites me. It gets me going to be able to be outside of myself many times, because these are not the people I deal with on a daily basis. To be outside of myself really allows me to be within myself in order to share me and share where I come from.
My entire experience, it's been exciting, completely overwhelming of the senses, and really, really fun. Just fun.
It's just been one of the best experiences of my life, actually, and I will remember it forever and ever.
It has changed my life and my way of thinking, and I am willing to be part of more projects like this in order to make a change in the world and not just in my world.
It's been a beautiful platform for me on a personal level, and if I can speak on behalf of my crew, we've grown a lot this past 3 years since being involved with Artscape and Brouhaha collaboration.
I think the future for international collaboration is looking good. I have to say that. From our side, I think we've realized the importance of it and the need for international collaboration, especially between Brouhaha and Artscape Theatre. I think if we can sustain it and try our best to make it happen as many times going forward as we can, I think the future is good.
We're really looking forward to working in future more with Brouhaha and doing more of like a workshop handover, not just so that we can go home with something to gain from the experience, but also to go to different places and also hand over the baton to the next generation, because we only have a time limit of what we can do this. So we're also getting to the phase of where we need to now start handing over and sowing into new people's lives.
I hope to, in the next few years, as my performative experience dies down, to get other people involved in doing something similar.
In the future, what I hope is they keep on continuing this, going to different countries, involving more different artists together. It creates a new family, and you feel that the whole world is connected to just dance.